The phone buzzes. A notification lights up the screen. It is the text you have been secretly and desperately hoping for all day. Hey, so sorry, something came up. Can we reschedule? And in that moment, a wave washes over you. And it is not disappointment. It is not frustration. It is a wave of pure, glorious, and deeply shameful relief. Your shoulders drop. Your jaw unclenches. You can finally, truly breathe. And then, immediately, the guilt follows. What is wrong with me? I was looking forward to this, wasn't I? Am I a bad friend? Am I antisocial? If you know this feeling, this secret, forbidden joy of a cancelled plan, then you have been told a simple and incomplete story about yourself. The story is that you are just an introvert. But for so many of us, this feeling goes much deeper than a simple preference for solitude. Today, we are going to talk about the truth. You are not a bad friend. You are not antisocial. You are a person who has reached their absolute energetic limit. And that feeling of relief is not a sign of your indifference. It is a profound and loving message from your own exhausted soul. It is a desperate plea for rest. Let's start by understanding what is really happening when you agree to a plan. For many of us, the exhaustion doesn't start at the event. It starts the moment we say, yes. This is the first reason for your relief. The performance is exhausting. From the moment a plan is on your calendar, a part of your brain begins preparing for the performance. The performance of being the good friend, the fun colleague, the supportive family member. You have to gather the energy to be on, to be engaging, to be witty, to listen actively, to ask the right questions, to laugh at the right times. This is a form of masking. It is the invisible and deeply draining labor of presenting a version of yourself that you believe is socially acceptable and pleasing to others. When the plan is cancelled, you are not just being relieved of an appointment. You are being relieved of a performance. The actor has been told they don't have to go on stage tonight. And the relief is immense. The second reason is the hidden cost of energetic debt. For a person whose system is already running on low, a future social event is not just an event. It is an energetic debt that you have to pay. And the hours or even days leading up to the event are spent in a state of anxious anticipation. You are pre-spending your precious limited energy just worrying about the event. You worry if you'll have enough energy. You worry if you'll be awkward. You worry if you'll say the right thing. This anticipatory anxiety is the interest payment on an energetic loan you didn't want to take out in the first place. When the plan is cancelled, it is the feeling of a massive, crushing debt being suddenly and completely forgiven. The relief is not just emotional. It is physiological. The third and deepest reason is the work of hypervigilance. This is especially true for those of us with a history of trauma, anxiety, or growing up in chaotic environments. For your nervous system, a social interaction is not just a conversation. It is a high-stakes security operation. Your brain's ancient, protective mechanism is on high alert. It is constantly scanning for threats. It is reading micro-expressions for signs of disapproval. It is monitoring tones of voice for shifts in mood. It is a relentless, subconscious process of asking, am I safe? Is this person mad at me? Is the situation about to turn? You are not just a friend at a coffee shop. You are a Secret Service agent, on duty, trying to look relaxed. This work is happening completely outside of your conscious awareness, and it consumes a massive amount of your body's resources. When the plan is cancelled, it is the security guard being told that the threat has been neutralized, and they can finally stand down. The fourth reason is the profound safety of zero-demand solitude. When you are alone, there are no expectations. You do not have to perform. You do not have to manage anyone else's emotions. You do not have to scan for threats. You do not have to say the right thing or look the right way. Solitude is a sanctuary of zero demands. It is the one place where your nervous system can finally come out of its protective crouch and lie down. The relief of a cancelled plan is the relief of being allowed to stay in your only true safe harbor. You are not running from your friends. You are running home to yourself. And finally, that relief is often the collapse after a fawn response. Many of us who are people pleasers learned in childhood that saying no was dangerous. This is the fawn trauma response. So when a friend asks you to hang out, your automatic reflexive answer is yes. This yes does not come from a place of genuine desire. It comes from a deep, conditioned fear of disappointing someone. So you agree to the plan, and then you spend the next 2 days in a state of quiet dread and resentment, angry at yourself for saying yes. When they cancel, the relief is not just about getting your evening back. It is the relief of a prisoner who has been granted a last-minute pardon. You have been rescued from a situation that your own survival programming forced you into. So if this is you, what do? The goal is not to become a hermit who never sees anyone. The goal is to build a life where your yes is a joyful choice, not a terrified obligation. The first step is to stop the shame. That wave of relief is not a sign of your failure. It is a sign of your exhaustion. See it not as a character flaw, but as a piece of data. It is a loving and very loud message from your body that your battery is critically low. The second step is to practice the sacred pause before the yes. The next time someone asks you to do something, instead of that automatic yes, train yourself to pause. Take a breath and say these magic words. That sounds interesting. Let me check my schedule and get back to you. This pause is your superpower. It gives you a space to override the people-pleasing reflex. It gives you a moment to genuinely ask yourself, do I have the energetic funds for this transaction? The third step is to become a conscious energy curator. Recognize that not all social interactions have the same cost. A one-on-one conversation with a safe, nourishing friend might actually recharge your battery. A loud party with new people might drain it completely in 30 minutes. Start to choose your social diet as carefully as you would choose your food. Prioritize the interactions that fill you up and be incredibly selective about the ones that drain you. And finally, you must learn to plan for the landing. If you do decide to go out, honor the work your nervous system is doing. Treat it like you would treat your body after a marathon. Schedule a period of quiet, restorative nothingness for after the event. This is your planned recovery. Knowing you have that safe landing strip waiting for you can make the entire flight feel less daunting. That secret, guilty relief of a canceled plan is not something to be ashamed of. It is a compass. It is your deepest, truest self, pointing you toward your most fundamental need. The need for rest, for authenticity, and for peace. It is the beautiful, intelligent cry of a system that is asking, with great love, for you to finally come home. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who feels this quiet relief, please share this video. It might be the moment of validation they need to finally give themselves permission to rest. Thank you for watching. It is safe to want to be alone.